I wanted to take this opportunity and talk with you guys for a few minutes, and I brought Brian in. Brian is our Senior New Business Development Manager, but prior to that, he was a performance manager. In other words, an account manager working with clients. Brian, I think one of the things that I hear a lot, because I'm constantly out speaking and training, and as is a lot of us in the office, is people are confused to exactly what is it that we offer, what do we do? And I mean, being that you're doing new business development, I mean, you're talking to a lot of leads every day, a lot of dealers contacting you. Do you hear that a lot, that they're confused?
Yeah, I get asked that about double-digit times every single day.
Why do you think that is, that people don't understand what we do?
I think it's because we offer so many different things. We're a full-service ad agency. We build websites. We are training and consulting. We do a lot of things that comparable agencies don't really offer.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're spot on with that. I've never run into an advertising agency that does what we do. But I mean, you know what our philosophy, what my philosophy is. I mean, we've been working together for years now. Is that it's one thing to do digital advertising, paid advertising, video pre-roll, marketing automation, but after we do all this advertising, we're driving all this traffic, business isn't done. Mm-hmm. I mean, do you want to, I mean, we've been working together for years. You want to kind of elaborate on that so everybody understands what I'm meaning?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the biggest item is we can send more traffic, we can get more leads, but if the dealership's not selling more cars,
we get fired. And I think that's so critical, because the way we used to do business, you know, I had so many clients tell me, oh, your only job is to drive the traffic and we'll take it from there. Mm-hmm. I mean, we even still hear that today. Yep. And we're doing all this digital marketing, building websites. I mean, we even do traditional marketing, radio, TV, newspaper, billboard, outdoor, direct mail. And we still hear that today, but that's not really fact. It's not really true. That's not what our clients expect. Would you say?
Absolutely. The biggest thing our clients expect is results.
Yeah.
And
they want to sell more cars.
Absolutely.
They want to sell more widgets. They want to sell more service. You know, they want to sell more. And it's one thing to be able to drive the traffic through all the means that we offer, but what happens to the traffic that they don't really know how to handle it?
Exactly. That's the biggest obstacle is getting that traffic to be a signature on that piece of paper with the contract for a vehicle sold. And that's the hardest hurdle to get over in our industry here.
So when you're talking to a prospective dealer and we're talking about paid search, retargeting, paid social media advertising, retargeting, I mean, all of the different things that we offer, what's the biggest obstacle that you hit with them?
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing within that is not necessarily the things that we offer, but what their goals are.
What about the price? Do you hear that a lot? Like, whoa, man, you guys are expensive.
I do hear that sometimes, but it's usually the dealerships that are looking to grow and expand their business don't usually get caught up on the price. It's the ones that are eager to change and to find these new tools and technologies that are going to help them sell more cars. The price is secondary when it comes to growing your business.
But we're not the cheapest.
No, we're not, and for very good reasons.
Yeah, and I mean, and I do say that. I mean, when I used to do new business development, when I would talk to a prospective client, I would tell them up front, look, we're not the cheapest. In fact, we're the most expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know if they really understand why we're the most expensive.
Yeah, and then that's my job in the beginning to convey those messages and prove that value and that worth on what we do. It's not just related to a service or a tool or a product that we offer. It's, again, the goal in the end is to sell more cars. The tool is just a way of getting there. Yeah,
and I mean, there's a lot of companies that offer digital marketing, paid search, retargeting, but that's all they offer. I mean, that's the way we've tried to build a company, is to say that's not all we offer. That's not where the job stops, that we know more about their market. We have account managers, performance managers that are trained, that know how to get to the, get to the goal, to hit the number. So you used to handle accounts, you used to work with a number of dealers across the country. Is there one story that comes into mind, something where you feel like that maybe that everybody watching would say, wow, my ad agency's not doing that. That's not what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's so many different tools and programs out there that we can utilize to try to get to our goal, but really what it takes is a unique approach now. You have digital marketing, you have TV to create awareness and things like this, but to reach a specific goal, we need to have a specific strategy. And the one I'm thinking of right now is a dealership we work with down in South Carolina, and they had an opportunity within a market, I think it was just about 2 hours north of them, that most dealerships are not going to get aggressive and go after a market that far away, but they had a big opportunity from all of the research we did with pump in, pump out rates and all of that. So we created a campaign to go after that market. Again, about 2 hours north, we offered a value proposition for those individuals to come down to the dealership. Simply by just coming down and taking a test drive at our dealership, they would get a gas card for their time and money to come down to the dealership. They would get a restaurant gift card as well, and if they ended up purchasing a vehicle, we got a free stay in a hotel for an entire weekend. And it was a very nice fancy hotel as well. And we drove a lot of traffic, and most importantly, again, we sold a lot of vehicles from that program.
So you're kind of, what you're really saying, some takeaways that I'm getting from that, it's not all about the tools. I mean, so many people get hung up on reading the articles and going to some conference and hearing some speaker going, oh, we've got this brand new dynamic retargeting, and they're naming all these different tools off, all these different technologies, using all these buzzwords.
Yep.
It gets the dealers excited, and they're like, oh, I need that, I need that, I need that.
Mm-hmm.
But they forget about the basics. They don't go back to the basics, or the companies are just using those buzzwords to be able to sell a product, sell a service. And you're saying it takes a lot more than the buzzwords, the tools, the technology. It's thinking.
They forget why they need that. Yeah. They forget what that tool's going to do. It might just be a fancy, shiny little gadget. And you're like, ooh, I want that because he told me I want that. But why do you want it? What's it going to help you do for your business? And that's where our approach comes in, is taking that tool, coming up with a strategy to make it meet your goals. So
what were some of the tools that you were using? Because you're saying you had the one dealer, it was in South Carolina, you were targeting another market 2 hours away. What were some of the tools that you were using?
We did a lot of specific market conquesting for that. So individuals coming from that market were seeing content on the website that no one else could see without coming in through the paid search from that specific market. And they would get to that landing page and they would see what we're offering. They would leave the website because perhaps they weren't enticed at that moment to pull the trigger and fill out the form or give a call. So we had retargeting ads specific to that location that were, again, incredibly specific to what the message is that we were pushing.
So you were using Google?
We were.
Yahoo?
Yep.
Bing?
Yep.
How about Apple iAds?
That was a few years ago, so we were not using those yet. Okay. We were using marketing automation pretty heavily for that.
So marketing automation, inbound marketing, in other words, watching a behavior on the website, how a person's moving around based on what they do on the website, you start sending emails based on their digital body language.
Absolutely. And again, sometimes you're not going to convince someone to perform that action on the first try, so we know that we need to be in front of them with our retargeting messages, with the emails that we're sending them as well.
So was the dealer impressed with the campaign? What was his takeaway on your campaign that you created?
Yeah, they were very impressed. They went from a yearly revenue of $800,000 to $3.2 million.
So they went from $800,000 gross to $3.2 million gross.
They certainly did.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely remember it. In fact, I remember it that it was, because he's a Honda dealer.
He is.
And it created so much attention because he was part of the Hendrick organization, or is part of the Hendrick organization, that this little sleepy dealership became the #1 Honda dealer out of all of Hendrick stores, that landed him right on the front page of a magazine, that they wrote some articles about him, and he's on the front cover talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So really, that's just one example of a number of strategies that you were doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and again, with all of our dealerships, they each get a unique strategy to match their goals. It's all about taking the tools and products that we have and finding the efficiency between them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do it. It's not it's one strategy fits all. I mean, every market's different, every dealer's different. They all have strengths, they have weaknesses. I mean, that's our job, to find out what your strengths and weaknesses are and build a strategy specific to that. So hopefully we're helping people understand. I mean, we're more than just a training company. We provide the training, but we also do digital marketing. We build websites, we do traditional marketing, we do anything and everything to help our clients hit the goal, achieve the goal. I mean, it doesn't stop just by driving traffic. Yep. There's a lot more to it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure and check out the next video as we go through a series and we really kind of share what it is that we do. What do we do as an ad agency? And why is it important to have an ad agency that understands all of the different technologies? Digital marketing, traditional marketing, training, lead handling process, social media. It's critically important as you compete. I mean, really, you had some last words talking about advertising, didn't you? Where everything's changing?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too long ago, even when I started, that our only options were what TV station or what newspaper we're going to be advertising in. And now with all these products out there, the digital, the social, the email, and I mean, every little detail in between, it's about finding that efficient level of...
It's a lot of choices.
Yeah, that's exactly
And
it.
I mean, as a business owner, you can waste a lot of money in a hurry if you choose the wrong partner or if you're trying to do it yourself. So guys, check out the rest of our videos. If we can help you in any way, just give us a call. Phone number's on the screen, or text us on the phone number on the screen. Reach out to us. We'll be happy to talk to you. And thanks for watching.